Welcome back, everybody. I got another burn video coming up for you. Look, I've been in the lab. I'm just trying to make this incinerator shell work. I have seen a couple of really good results recently from Boros Incinerator. So if you're not familiar with the card Chandra's Incinerator, it cost X less to cast, where X is the total amount of non-combat damage dealt to your opponents. So burn spells. If we can make that magic number by getting up to either 5 or 6, this spell is 1 mana, and it has trample, and it has the Satyr Fire Dancer or whatever that card effect is, where if you deal non-combat damage to an opponent, it deals damage to creatures or planeswalkers. So it is incredibly effective at controlling the board. It also goes stupid with Arena of Glory. If you're able to exert, give this thing haste on the turn it comes down. That is like the nut combo dream. And it has been a pretty powerful little interaction that some people have been getting some good results with. Boros, obviously, you get access to Boros Charm, you get access to good sideboard cards like Path to Exile and Strict Proctor. I'm into that. But in black, people have been trying in some other stuff. They've been trying this card, Iridescent Vine Lasher, which, if you're not familiar, is a lizard with offspring that has landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to target opponent. This is a good way to do some burn damage with our fetch lands without actually having to get in. And we can even offspring this in the mid game for 3 pretty easily. Offspring it, and then next turn, if you have a fetch, we're just dealing a ton of damage. This is actually another way to enable Incinerator, because if you play this on turn 1, turn 2, you have a fetch land. That's 2 damage right there. That's basically the same thing as suspending a Seal of Fire or like a Rift Bolt or whatever. And then all you need is another burn spell, a 1 mana burn spell, and an Incinerator to get you going. So that's the idea. We're all in on this Incinerator plan, but we also have some other stuff. We got a decent burn deck in the background here, and we've set our mana up to try to support Mardu as best we can. We're playing a full 12 fetch list, or a suite of 12 fetches, only 1 basic mountain, and 4 shocks, with 3 Arena of Glory, because we still like that effect, but we don't think we can quite justify 4 when we're trying to, get black mana on turn 1 for Vine Lasher, and then white mana on turn 2 for Boros Charm or Strict Proctor or Pest Control. That's kind of where we're at. Speaking of Pest Control, we've got some stuff in the sideboard. Being in black gives us access to really good cards like Fatal Push, which is honestly better than Path to Exile in a lot of matchups we're thinking of. Really good at killing stuff like Psychic Frog. Obviously a better 1-for-1 answer for something like really any creature out of energy. Path still there for our big idiots when you need to kill something large. And then Surgical we were already playing, but I'm going to throw in a Nihil Spell Bomb, which I think is a little bit more effective of a tool, because you can also pay a black and get a little cantrip on the way out. Not too dissimilar from Soul Guide Lantern, honestly. I like it. It's a cute little tool. Smash to Smithereens, Roiling Vortex, Strict Proctor. These are stuff I'm running in some extent in my Boros build anyway. So I'm just kind of smushing these things together. I haven't had as much luck with the Incinerator builds on leagues recently, but I just thought we'd mix it up and try something new. And, I'm here for it. I'm trying something new, and I want to see how this goes. So this is Mardu, Chandra's Incinerator burn, and let's get into the league and see what happens. Okay, let's get started. We are on the play, which is huge for our first game. We are going to get yes and hope we get lucky. Casino time. Okay. Not going to say no to a hand with 3 lightning bolts in it. That's pretty good. And Skullcrack prevents the life gain. This is, and if we're just doing the math real quick, that's 12 damage, and that's another 16. So we just need our opponent to deal some damage with their lands and maybe draw 1 or 2 more burn spells, and we're good here. We are in a little bit of a weird spot where we're not going to have access to black. I'm going to have to fetch a Sacred Foundry on this turn. I'm actually going to hold it up, but we'll see. So we're going to play Bloodstained Mire and pass. My opponent is playing a Flooded Strand. We are not going to wait. We are going to shock, and we are going to dome them. Let's see what we draw. If we draw an Iridescent Vine Lasher, I'll be a little sad. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so we need to, if we can actually draw the 3rd land next turn, we can just go Bolt, Haste, Incinerator here. That's pretty juicy. And we're perfectly happy to just Boros Charm. It is a little tempting to Boros Charm here. I'm going to see what land they get. Grixis mana. What the hell plays Grixis these days? We're going to pass. We're not going to waste our burn here. Island Swap Mountain, huh? Oh, this is Zoo. Yucky. Okay, at least we have Skullcrack. Kavu's fine. All right. They don't have the, actual Insano nuts this game, so that's nice. And this is feeling like a game where we can just race them, even if we don't draw the land here, which is fine. We didn't draw the land. We're perfectly content to just hold up interaction. And we still have that turn, I'm just going to keep holding instant speed spells. Skullcrack him, and then we can just bolt Incinerator. They do have access to shit like Stubborn Denial, so I'm really hoping they like cast spells, tap out a blue. We are on a clock. I mean, just a little bit of disruption. Okay, they are casting another Kavu. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Just going Skullcrack Town. They go to 7. Let's see what we can get done here. I would like the land. Didn't quite find the land. I mean, I'm dead to a Tribal Flames. I'm not 100% sure what else there is to do here, except for just go upstairs. This is a sad situation where if Chandra's Incinerator or Skullcrack was a land, we'd have easily won this game. But we're just going to have to believe. If they fetch for some stupid reason, I'll kill them. Currently, I am at 2. And 2 is not dead, so they play Lightning Bolt. I mean, like, I would be surprised if I wasn't dead here. This deck has been a lot more popular recently, which sucks because it's a terrible matchup for us. They play Flage. Like, that would be terrible for us. Okay, I'm at 2. Do you have a Bolt? Flage, they do have to fetch for. That does make things a little interesting. Okay, they're just incredibly boring. Bolt. Whatever, man. All right, we were 1 mana short there. Fatal Push is very good and kills Kavu. Path kills the bigger things. Currently do not have any kind of enchantment hate, so if they have the stupid thing, they have the stupid thing, and we can't do anything about it. I am going to cut Eidolon. It is not a card we want in this matchup. I'm going to cut a Boros Charm. We kind of do want to go all in on Incinerator, even if, like, I don't know. It's a gamble. This is such a casino matchup because they're going to have the stupid lifelink thing, and once that happens, it becomes impossible. But I'm going to cut 1 Vine Lasher too, I think, here. Just play it into our creature hate and then hope beyond hope that we actually are able to target our creatures here. Otherwise, there's not much we can do about it. I could play Surgical because I know they have Flage, but I have Path that I'm bringing in if I really need it. I think we're just going to try to go in here and be a little bit more aggressive. Okay, this is a bunch of burn spells. I'm going to keep it. It's not amazing if they have the ley line. Okay, well, if they have the turn 2 thing, then they have the turn 2 thing, and there's nothing we can do about it. I remember when this deck was not relevant in the meta. That was fun. I want people to go back to not playing it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go back to Wear Tear. All right, Chandra's Incinerator off the top. Let's go. Okay. I'm going to confirm that I have black mana here and suspend this Rift Bolt and Lava Spike my opponent. And I'm probably just going to have them play a 4/4 lifelinker, and I will concede on the spot. Or, well, I'll go to my turn to see if I draw Skullcrack. Wow. Okay, they do have Kavu, which is the thing that does not kill us immediately, so we're excited about that. Incinerator remains a very good draw here, so we'll just try to race as much as we can. I mean, I'm not going to say no to like a billion burn spells here. They are effectively at 6. I need 1 more good burn spell here. I am not currently playing any Surveil lands. Unfortunately, couldn't afford it. I'm not playing Searing Blaze, so there's no actual value into me holding this fetch up. No, there's Vine Lasher. I'll save it for Vine Lasher. Okay, they are coming in. If they had Scion, they would have played it already. They are digging. I'm holding Bolt in case I draw Incinerator, because that lets me play it immediately. Otherwise, we're just looking for a burn spell. They likely have some kind of counter magic in hand as well, so we're probably going to need a little bit more. Fatal Push isn't bad. I think I'm going to wait till their turn to cast that. And if I can get them to tap out of their blue mana, that's ideal. Okay, I'm okay with the Bolt. Let's go see what they got. Oh, well, they'll never tap out of blue mana because this stupid design mistake of a card. I hate this card. I can't believe Wizards printed this. It's stupid. It makes for incredibly uninteresting games, and basically every single format that people play it in. It's stupid in Green and Pioneer. It's incredibly stupid in this deck. Okay, they're going to attack. I am going to respond to the trigger, and I am going to cast Fatal Push. Okay, that just happened, which is cool. Flage is really bad for us, which is exactly what they're playing right now. Yep. There's literally nothing I can do about this. No Skullcrack in hand. They go to 11. Incinerator still looking pretty good for us if we can find it, though us being at 6 is not great. Okay. Yeah, there's not much to say about this. We're not drawing very well. They found a life gain spell. Lightning Helix is very good. The original build of this deck actually used to just play Helix straight up, which made it tricky, and we don't have any of our Skullcracks. They just get to escape Flage next turn. I'm holding out because if we draw exactly Path to Exile, we can maybe stabilize, but yep. Okay, here we are. We are down. They are at 13. We are at 3. Let's go see what we got. I'm sure I'm going to draw the Incinerator now. Okay, Rift Bolt is not enough. Unfortunate. So this was whatever, 5, 6. I go to 2. I don't even know if I... Actually, no, I don't, because I don't have enough non-painful fetchables in the deck. So it doesn't really matter. This is, 8 damage. They gained 6 life. That's just about how the cookie crumbles. Yeah, I really don't have very much interesting to say about that match. It's just a bad matchup. All right, we are on the play again for round 2. And excitingly, we actually have a turn 2 Incinerator with Vine Lasher. So this is an exciting showcase of these cards. Excited to keep this hand and show y'all how this works. Bit of a painful start for our lands if we want to get white, which we probably do. So let's show y'all how this works. We're going to play Scalding Tarn. We're going to get a Blood Crypt, shock that baby in, and we're going to play Iridescent Vine Lasher. And my opponent's going to be like, what the fuck is that card? If they just snap kill this thing, we're a little sad. We can hold up instants and potentially go for a turn 2 or turn 3 Incinerator. Pass the turn. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the way this is going to work, Vine Lasher deals a damage. We're going to fetch, get a Sacred Foundry. We will be going to 14 here. That is the second damage they've taken this turn. We get to go upstairs with Lightning Bolt. And then we get to play Chandra's Incinerator on turn 2. No haste, because we have Arena of Glory, but that wouldn't have worked anyway with the Vine Lasher. And my opponent is like, oh my god, what the hell? And we'll just go ahead and attack for good measure. All right, I have 7 power and 9 points of burn in hand. So feeling good about that. Thundering Falls. Okay, this is Breach. Almost certainly. Oh no, this is Eldrazi. This is Breach, but through the Breach, not Grinding Station Breach combo. All right, we will be attacking our opponent's life total directly. Breach, Eldrazi Breach is fast. They're not this fast. They're going to go to 6, and I'm going to kill them, is what's going to happen. But I'm going to wait and make sure that my spells are going to resolve. Calibrated Blast. Oh my god, if I die to this, I'm going to be so mad. Is that what we're doing here? Oh my god, this is Calibrated Blast. This isn't... Man, why do I do this? Why do I hit record? I'm just going to be humiliated like this. This isn't a real deck. This is a meme deck. Okay, my opponent's being funny in chat. Modern's cool, man. Yeah, I'm not playing... This is so stupid that they can do this with Ugin's Lab now. Wow. Welcome to the Modern queues. Okay. What do I do against this? I'm an incredibly... I play slow and not take self-damage is the plan. I don't know. Surgical Extract after the first one. No, there's really nothing for me to do except for resubmit this deck and just try to be faster than them and hope that their meme deck doesn't work. Okay, this is a turn 3 hasty Incinerator. If I do nothing the first couple of turns, which I probably won't, I'm just gonna hope I draw better cards. I'll bottom Scalding Tarn. And I'll just shock in Blood Crypt. Actually, no. I'm going to play slow. I think my life total matters a lot in this matchup when the deck does like increments of 15 damage. If I draw a Rift Bolt or whatever, or like one of my setup spells, that works for me. Let's see what we got. Okay, perfect. So I will just play Sacred Foundry tapped, take no damage, and just go ahead and Lava Spike them, and then I can play Incinerator Hasty next turn and deal some big damage. All right, you got it? I have strategically chosen not to die this game. Okay, we got another fetch. We're going to play Arena of Glory. We're going to filter our haste mana. We're going to play Bolt Wave, Lightning Bolt, Chandra's Incinerator with haste. Okay, we have a response. My opponent is taking a game action. All right, do they have the card? They seem to have the card. Autochron, Ashton Worm, or whatever, yeah. Oh, and they're killing the creature. Okay. That is a surprising amount of respect. I need good draws now. Okay, there's Sun-Scorched Desert. Oh, what a deck. All right, deck. Need some stuff. Stuff to do. Oh, not quite there yet. Oh, I'm supposed to hold this for Vine Lasher. That's okay. I suspect we'll lose this game. They need 5 mana, and they are at 1, 2, 3. They're actually at 5 mana now to flash this back. So if they have 2 of these, they have 2 of these. Okay. I think it's probably better to hold Skewer because I can Arena and just do all the damage in one burst next turn. Okay, so, I mean, if they have 2 of them, I just lose. Maybe there is an argument. I'll bring Surgical Extraction in next time, actually. I think that's fine. I mean, like, the problem is that I have to play it, like, I'll just die to Sun-Scorched Desert or whatever. Yeah. If they literally don't have it, Scion, okay. I get hit for 12. I'm at 7. Do you have a second one? Deflecting Palm destroys this deck, and I don't have it right now. Because, like, why would I? Pass the turn. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. Yay. Okay, can I draw a burn spell here? Come on, deck. Oh, my deck has a sense of humor. This is tricky, man. I could just I think I'm just supposed to cast my spells. Like put them to 3. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to just cast my spells and put them to 3. Or wait, no. No, I don't have enough because I have to go 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Skewer the Critics moment, but that's fine. If this is any other burn spell, I just win. But all right, go ahead. You have one more turn. Draw your card. Draw your spell. You got it? You got it, King? Excellent. Let's draw literally anything. Come on, deck. I love this deck. Dude, come on. All right, it's fine. My opponent will simply miss again. Oh, now Seal of Fire kills them. That's huge. That's like actually unironically. Seal of Fire would have been a bad top deck there. Okay, they get to Surveil. I don't. Don't start tapping mana. Don't do it. Shock. Okay, it's fine. All right, deck. What do we got? Okay, that'll do. Yeah. Okay, we've done it. We have to dodge again. I am gonna do the thing I said, and I'm gonna cut 1 Incinerator because I think, and 1 Seal of Fire because I'm honest. I just think if we can win the game as fast as possible, that's probably fine. Oh, maybe Eidolon sucks. I mean, the one spell they cast is 3, but yeah, I think I should have cut Eidolon instead. Okay, this is a very, I don't know, painful hand that does absolutely nothing, but like, unless they have exactly 2 copies of the thing, I can play Pain, like I'll shock the Pain land and then maybe I don't, and then I just do Vine Lasher beats. Yeah, I'm actually kind of into this. This is a stupid idea, but like Vine Lasher does a lot of damage over the next couple of turns, depending on what we draw here. Okay, so I think we'll just go ahead. Oh, yeah, because that's not going to kill us. We'll play the Vine Lasher turn 1, and then we'll just play on. We're not going to fetch if we can avoid it, because 15 is the most. The 15 is the magic number here. Okay, we're not dead yet, baby. Okay, we are drawing simply the worst possible cards. Oh, this Boros Charm is never gonna, unless I want to like, I may have kept a bad hand. I think I may have kept a bad hand, guys. They got it? Let's see. Okay. They seem to be going for it. No, they don't have it. Okay. They're playing something else. Oh, this deck just like can play Scion of Draco too. Yeah, I guess it can. Not much I can do about that. I will go ahead and bolt them. I think I'm at the point where I need to start fetching and shocking, because if they have me dead, they have me dead with the card. Yeah. This is a bad keep. I didn't do the math about me trying to like dance around the spells. But yeah. I assume that they're just going to hit me in the face and then kill me here. Yep, you got it. Okay, I don't think they have it, which is huge. All right, we are gonna have to push damage here. We don't really have much of a choice. I'm gonna. Actually, doesn't matter. I think 12 is the lowest number here. Oh, do they have it? Oh no, they do have it. Why are they? Okay. How obnoxious. That's a meme deck. And I'm not particularly teched for it, but I kept a bad hand. That was I think I could have clocked them to some extent. But my typical burn list doesn't take nearly as much damage from its mana base, so that's a consideration for sure. All right, we are on the play, and we have a turn 2 Incinerator, which is very nice. Hopefully we're not up against Calibrated Blast again that completely invalidates our entire shit. And now I have some choices to make. I actually have lots of options. I can start the Vine Lasher. I have the Seal of Fire. So Seal of Fire is not a very effective burn spell unless it's getting Incinerator out. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to lead on Vine Lasher this game just because it becomes a more consistent, repeatable source of damage as the game goes on. It does suck a little bit if my opponent sees this, freaks out, and wants to like kill it, whereas Seal of Fire is much harder to interact with. But hopefully they just don't kill this. Okay. We got Breach for real this time. They got a pretty strong start here. Let's see if they want to kill Vine Lasher. If they do, then I have to take a turn off and do it next turn, but it doesn't look like they will. Okay, cool. Let's get that shit going. Yeah, you can look at my card if they want. Hopefully it's not like a land or something. Ah, it's a land. Okay. I should have played that. I should have played the land that they saw. Whatever. I'm going to get a mountain because I have the Sacred Foundry in my hand. It's going to deal some damage. Skewer the critics. Chandra's Incinerator. Go ahead. Vine Lasher did 3 that turn. That's like not bad at all. I really think this mana base, if we're relying on Vine Lasher, has to play another basic mountain. It is so painful. All right, so let's see what they got going on this turn. Rumble, digging. Probably take a second Rumble. No, they took an Opal. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, they have access to 3 mana right now. I don't know if that's enough to like go off. This is fun because I can kill the Eldrazi spawn. Okay, here's this trigger. That just kills that immediately. That's awesome, dude. Seal of Fire acts as instant speed creature removal, which I think is pretty swag. So does Scalding Tarn now. This is great. Incinerator's fun when it sticks. Okay, let's make sure I don't like miss lethal here. They can only possibly go to 1 here because Scalding Tarn puts them to 3 and Seal of Fire puts them to 2. So we're going to wait because if they play like an Imri or something, I'm more interested in getting that. Okay, Saga enters the party here. Digging. Okay, cool. And they pack it in. All right, we are playing against the Boogeyman. Underworld Breach combo. What do I like in this matchup? I think I like Nihil Spellbomb, Surgical Extraction. Then we have a pretty good plan. Fatal Push is okay because it kills Imri. Smash is okay to some extent. Pest Control mops up all of the Malevolent Rumble tokens and Opal and stuff. But that's a little greedy. I don't think I'm actually into that. And my question is, what do I want to do now? Do I want to like just pivot out completely? Skullcrack can come out. I could just cut the Incinerator combo, but it's kind of funny. I think we'll shave it a little bit. Maybe just keep 2 in. Do it like that. I think I can get behind this. Okay, I don't think I can keep this hand that has 3 Boros Charms in it, even if we're on the draw. We're gonna mulligan this. Okay, this is better. I mean, it's not amazing, but we'll keep it. I can Vine Lasher. I've got a bunch of burn. I'm just gonna get rid of Boros Charm. Definitely a little bit on the slower side, but if we get to find that extra land, we are cooking. Okay, Tammy's on the field. That's gonna block our Vine Lasher. This is a very good start from them. And they got it in the okay. I've drawn the bullet card. If I can find another land here, I will just go ahead. I guess there's a conversation for just popping Emery right now. No, I'll play Vine Lasher. Okay, let's hope for that land. So they got it. Okay, they just have the grinding station. All right, they're almost there. I don't know if me killing Emery would have helped. I don't think they're quite able to do it, and they have 1 card left in hand, which means if I am able to stick Eidolon this turn, we are doing pretty good. So let's hope beyond hope we draw a land here, please. Okay. Let's swing with Vine Lash. I think unfortunately we're gonna skewer the critics Emery here. That's not very sexy. But they're just gonna grinding station and try to get some value out of her, and we're just gonna try to stop them from doing the thing, because they just need to dig for Underworld Breach right now, and our goal is to just find that other land. 20 lands and no look at it is a little sad, but here we are. 20 lands or no lands with a million Vine Lashers is the real problem, right? Okay, they're cluing. They've got more cards. They're untapping with 3. I would be surprised if we weren't dead here. It just seems so likely. Okay, only 2 cards in hand now. One of the Underworld Breaches is accounted for in the graveyard. If we drew that Surgical, we boarded in, that'd be juicy. We could just clip them. That is very hard for them to win. Spellbomb's very good against Incinerator. That's another reason why I cut it. Or at least in some numbers. That's another bad draw right now. I might consider bringing some of it back in on the play. Yeah, they're just doing the thing where their deck digs as much as possible, but they are kind of spinning their wheels and they haven't hit it yet. So we have lots of live draws here. Land's obviously our best one. They have 1 more redraw off this clue. They can flip Tammy. I don't really care about that. Yeah, they're going to flip Tammy. Honestly, like, Vine Lasher doesn't tend to deal damage, and then they're going to plus. So this is an instant or sorcery, so they can't actually breach. Tapped a red mana. That's really interesting. Okay. Ooh, we did find the land. I am a little bit worried that they just have the removal spell for Eidolon, but I mean, here, we'll attack with Vine Lasher first. They plus Tamio. So this does literally nothing. Yeah. We'll move past combat. And there's really not much of a choice here. We're going to play this. If they have the removal spell that they're telegraphing, then we just lose, I think. But I am able to do some damage next turn. We'll see. They'll at least be at 10, and then Bolt. Yeah, they have it. Okay. That's the problem with this deck. They dig through everything, and they have one in the graveyard, too. Yeah, I think we needed the Surgical. They still have yet to find... They can minus Tammy and get back on Holy Heat if they want. Nope, they're plussing. That means they don't have it. Urza Saga beats are a little scary. Draw. What's any good draws? Good draws. Good draws. All right, we're just going to try to kill them. You know, normal style. I'm passing the turn. I want them to have to invest resources. Digging. Okay, I'm going to bolt them in response to this. 4 is not 1, but that means that a land gets us there if we need it. Land is actually really good because we can just go Vine Lasher, fetch land specifically. We don't even need the bolt at that point. Okay, they are still digging. Did they hit? Did they hit? They did hit. Okay, I think we're dead. Urza is really interesting. That's surely enough, right? Yeah, this is you got it. Okay. Yeah, we almost got there that game, but not quite. All right. Some consideration for bringing more of Incinerator back in, but I think this deck is just better when you're being more interactive. That was just kind of a clunky start for us, and I think we would have won that game most of the time. So let's see if we can get a better hand. Okay, this is not a better hand. Dude, where are all those lands? I'm going to keep this tragically. These are the only two incinerators that we have in the deck, by the way. I'm gonna keep this, and if we draw the turn 2 land, we have Incinerator, and if not, we're probably gonna lose. We might still lose even if we stick turn 2 Incinerator. That's only a medium like level of. Let's get that land. We're in the market. We need that second land. We'll suspend another one and do this whole turn cycle over again if we don't hit it. So come on, deck. What do we got? Thank you. I would have preferred it as a white source, but I am really not going to complain. Arena of Glory would have been the coolest there. But here's the big man. If they have some kind of interaction, if they have Aether Spellbomb, it's going to be kind of embarrassing. But at least it has to tax their resources to some extent. We got to try our best. I would feel very happy drawing a hate piece this turn. Obviously, Strict Proctor is a blank right here. Any white card is a blank. But like Surgical or something like that would make me feel much more comfortable. Broiling Vortex would make me feel much more comfortable. Tammy's just going to fucking die. That's awesome. Okay, cool. What do we got? Top of deck? Okay, I mean, Eidolon also shuts their whole shit down. That's really interesting. I think I do wait. I don't think they're quite. Oh, this is a tough turn. Okay, so like, right, obviously. I cast Lava Spike. They go to 9. Tammy dies from the trigger. They're nowhere near Unholy Heat working. I can also just attack and see what they do and then play Eidolon. Do they even have okay, can they win if I don't play Eidolon next turn? They go Emery, like Mox, Amber, Emery hits Grinding Station. I don't think they quite have enough mana without like, I mean, they can Malevolent Rumble maybe into it. Oh, that's so tricky. I'm just gonna take the aggressive play. Maybe it's correct to play Eidolon here, but I have to assume that they are gonna have to do something about all of this shit. Like, and we can hold off the Eidolon for one turn. And they've got land creature in the graveyard right now, so they're nowhere near Unholy Heat being able to kill this. And then Rift Bolt means they're dead next upkeep if they don't have interaction. So win the game. Win the game right now. 6 cards. I mean, 6 cards in hand. They could maybe do it. Like maybe Breach is like enough for them to go off. Okay, cool. I was just good. Thank God. I was pretty sure they couldn't do it, but here we are. Okay. This is an interesting hand, but I think we can keep it. It's not very sexy, but it's got stuff to do. Vine Lasher's getting triggers. We're going to try it out. If we draw Incinerator, this is turn 2 Incinerator. Okay, Bolt's fine. We actually have one more draw for Incinerator here. Verdant Catacombs is either Zoo or it's Zoo, Yawgmoth, or the whatever, the Golgari Brood Scale combo thing. So let's go see. This might just get Fatal Pushed, in which case, you know, Eidolon has a better chance of sticking. Yeah. Most decks that start like this, I'm pretty happy just shoving Eidolon into. And if they have the second Fatal Push, they have the second Fatal Push. Oh, this is Orzhov. Never mind. Okay, they probably take Eidolon here. I would have to assume. If not, I am absolutely Arena of Glory base boosting Eidolon, getting in for 2 hasty damage. Yeah, that was a hard one. Let's draw the other one. My one other one in the deck. That'd be funny. All right, what we got? Relic, that is fine. I don't use my graveyard at all in this build. Okay, another Boros Charm that we can't cast. Starting to feel the Mardu constrictions a little bit. Let's see if we can't find that. I'm not going to be cute. Unfortunately, I can't afford to be cute, so we're just going to cast spells. If we can't find a white source soon, it's going to be a little rough, but hopefully we get some time. I have to exile a card. I'm going to exile Arid Mesa. No, I'm going to exile Vine Lasher. It's gone. I have to assume that they're playing what's its face, the 3 mana spell that does things when you exile. And that's why this card exists. Oh, they're all gone. Okay. Does that mean that Ketramos is online? Probably, right? I got Path and Fatal. Oh, well, Fatal Push doesn't work. So I've got Path for Ketchamos. Oh, they have a lot of bad cards. All right, deck. It's time to provide with me one white source. Easy game. Easy money. I'm shocking this in. They know I have the 2 Boros Charms in hand, unfortunately. So Ketchamos doesn't have haste. I am going to need to either draw a burn spell or a Skullcrack, like a 1 mana burn spell here. Because Ketchamos is unfortunately going to be lifelink mode when it comes in. But they get to go to 6 here, and then I just need a 1 mana burn spell. Actually, no, any burn spell in my deck gets there. Except for Riftbolt. Okay, there's Ketchamos. Does not have haste. Skullcrack plays. Lots of cards play here. Yeah, this is kind of how I thought this was going to go against Burn. And they can draw cards if they want to lose some life. I'm down for that. I don't think they will, because I think I've put the fear of God in them. But, like, even Vine Lasher kills here. My turn? Please, deck? Please? Literally anything? Easy. Okay. Little too slow. Yeah, my graveyard's gone. You got it. You know what's in my hand. You saw it earlier. Okay. This is an ETB deck, I'm pretty sure. Fatal Push probably plays. Let me go see if I can find a list real quick before I just start throwing sideboard cards in here. The regular Orzhov Blink deck Proctor's insane into. How does it look now that we're playing? I need somebody who's actually playing this card. No, these are all the regular builds. Here we go. Ketchamos, Shieldred, Boggart Trawler, Emperor of Bones, Douthie, and a bunch of spells. Soul Spike. This is a Necro Dominance build? Oh, I see. Okay, so Proctor sucks, actually. Okay, I see what we're doing now. This does make me wish I had more copies of Vortex. LMAO. Fatal Push seems less good than Path. I'm going to keep Path in. Surgical, if they're exiling everything, doesn't make any sense. Pest Control doesn't make any sense. I think we're good with this game plan here. And we're going to cut... I don't know. I like all my cards. I like all my Incinerator enablers. I think they go stupid in this matchup. Skullcrack seems incredibly necessary. I think it's going to have to be Boros Charm. Vine Lasher's probably a little medium. I mean, they probably have some. They got Thoughtseize, so maybe Incinerator isn't the way to go, but I think I'm going to have to rely on it to some extent to get the job done. I think I'd much rather be playing regular-ass Burn in this kind of deck than whatever the hell this is. Because, yeah, like they got plenty of removal. Though, actually, no, they don't. They have hand disruption. It looks like Sickening Shoal, like cards to pitch that pitch for black. Or what are we doing here for like that kind of necro shit? I don't know. This is a little mopey, but I mean it's lands and spells. I'm not gonna say no. And they're mulling to 5. Wow. Did they play Leyline or something? That would be stupid. This is turn 2 Incinerator if I draw it. Yeah, Vine Lasher feels really good in this Incinerator shell. Like I'm impressed by that card so far. All right, what we got? I mean, Vine Lasher might just die, but fuck it, we ball, as the scholars say. Okay, they are surveilling. This feels like a slow deck. Like, I get that they have Soul Spike and shit, and that's annoying if they stick it. I can't really do very much about that, but Vine Lasher making it through a turn cycle would be so sick, though I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah. Goodbye, sweet prince. Oh, they are marching. Okay. I mean, I'd rather March happen than Soul Spike. A lot of life gain in this deck, I will admit. And I do not have that many Roiling Vortexes or anti-life gain effects. Okay, Arena's fine. I'll just go ahead and play that. And I am now forced to Bolt Skewer because I'm putting myself off of fucking a white mana. So hopefully I don't need it this turn. Yeah, there's a lot of life gain in this, and my deck isn't exactly teched for it. I know, this is an interesting little consideration between, like, how much do I want to lean into just speed, like combat damage pressure with Incinerator, even though they do have a decent amount of disruption for me. Like, Thoughtseize sucks here. They just take Boros Charm, and I'm moping around because I don't have any fucking cards. Ugh. I think I need at least one. I'm pretty sure maybe Sacred Foundry needs to be a Surveil land in this deck. Just give me something to do. But I don't know. I think you have to have the fetch count. Okay, we're both in the dirt. This would be a good turn to stick a Vortex. I'm just going to cast Skewer the Critics. Like, there's no reason to be super cute about it. All right, top deck mode. Let's see who wins first. I have Path, which makes me feel good if they stick like a Shieldred or something next turn. Relic is fine. They can nuke my shit if they want. Okay, that's all good. I don't care. Orm's Chant? Orm's Chant. Cool. Okay, that's fine. Love to draw an instant here. Yeah. Okay. I'll play the Bloodstained Mire. No reason not to. I still have Path. Like, I'm not that concerned. And Bolt Wave I can just cast next turn. Bolt Wave plus Incinerator is lethal. I don't care about that card at all. I could literally not give less of a shit about Dauthi Voidwalker. I'm not going to waste a Path on it. Like, yeah, I'm going to put some burn spells on the Void. Whatever. More cards. Oh, I love drawing cards. I love drawing lands. 20 lands forever. This is why I play 19 lands. I flood like this even on 19 lands for the record. Okay, what we got here? Kill me with this Dauthi Voidwalker. Kill me. Yes, move to combat. This deck seems bad. Though I'm sure I'll die in some hilarious way. I'm ready to get soul spiked again. This is a multi-5 to them. They've been playing on low resources the whole game. They find a Ketchamos? They found a Necro. Okay, that's annoying. How crazy do you want to go, though? Like, okay. Did you find a soul spike? Oh my fucking god, bro. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, well, I'm just going to lose now. I'm so glad I'm recording this. If I get to release this, people don't believe that I'm this unlucky sometimes. This is how most leagues go for me. And sometimes I win. Okay, don't care about this. I will say, like, this, I'm eventually going to get killed. Like, Necro is going to soul spike me eventually, and I'm going to die. Like, if they, well, they actually know that because they can't pay anymore into it. Okay. So, I mean, I'm still going to hold Path. I'm much more scared of a Ketchamos or a Shieldred of the Apocalypse. I'm not going to deck thin. Like, Vine Lasher is a live draw here. Oh, they got Orm's Chant again. Cool. I mean, I'm not going to do anything about this. I have so many instants in my deck. That's fine. Hey, I drew the fucking lightning bolt. Okay. Let's go see if they want to die. I'm going to just kill them in their upkeep. I'm not going to be particularly cute about it. Lightning bolt. Yay! Orm's Chant's not very good into burn. I mean, like, it's good situationally in spots. Like, you can maybe blank some spells, but we have a lot of instants. It's a lot of die roll winning we've been doing here, huh? Discipline. Okay, good. Rewarded. I mean, not really. This hand kind of blows, but we're gonna send back. I mean, yeah, we don't need a million fetches. I mean, fetches are very good with Vine Lasher, but we're just gonna go Bloodstained Mire, get a Blood Crypt, shock it in. Unfortunately, we're gonna be taking 6 damage this game, probably, but that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Here's our Vine Lasher. This is, as we've discussed before, a turn to Incinerator if we manage to top deck it, if this survives. So, let's see what the draw is. We're very good at Magic, guys. Very good at Magic. We'll go ahead and get the Sacred Foundry here. Might as well. Skewer the Critics. Chandra's Incinerator. Maybe I'm supposed to attack first. That's a consideration. Yeah, I should have attacked first. Attacking first makes them do something here, and if they have like a legitimate... Okay. This is looking to be Breach again, if I had to guess. But Incinerator has stuck, so that's huge. Basic Mountain. No, this is Storm. Okay, can we draw one of our Eidolons? Let's see. Either way, we have a very fast clock here. Don't really need the second one. Hold on, I have to do some math. Ooh. Oh no, this is a hasty. Oh my god. Oh my god, this clip is okay. I'm rubbing my hands together. All right, guys, check this shit out. Filter a red into Arena of Glory. Add a white. Boros Charm. White 1. Chandra's Incinerator with haste. Oh, that's gonna do it, everybody. That's gonna be a kill. Oh my god. I'm taking a screenshot of this. Give me a second. Oh my god, we just clocked the shit out of them. That is awesome. Okay, so this is Storm. We have Eidolon in already. Skullcrack is pretty much completely useless. We can bring in Smash if we want to deal with Ruby Medallion, but that's kind of an iffy way to deal with the matchup. Fatal Push kills Ral. That's somewhat relevant. I think we probably just want our Graveyard Hate. It's a Past in Flames deck, and honestly, we're just trying to go as fast as possible and race them. I will bin. I mean, I know that was a great performance from Incinerator, but I'm actually going to bin 1. I think that's a fine trim. Our goal is to just be just enough interactive with them before they go off. And that is actually kind of hard when we're not playing as much direct hate for them. I'm okay. This is a little bit of a weak hand, but I'm okay with it. I'm not going to say no. This is, for traditional burn, a very good matchup for us. We'll see how it goes without as much of a dedicated plan. I will say this hand is a little bit weak. I'm going to get black or white. I'm going to get black. We have a lot of burn, so us missing on Boros Charm is not the end of the world. And I'll go ahead and suspend a Rift Bolt. I think this is just going to be we do as much damage as possible type beat. If they have an accelerator, I mean, we're going to look to draw a hate piece, whether that's one of our graveyard interaction tools or just Eidolon, which is the best card in our deck, even though we only have 2. It does make me kind of want to play more of them. Though the Skull Cracks are definitely relevant in this meta right now. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I think I'm going to try rebuilding this deck after this league, but we'll see how I feel. Eidolon was pretty decent across the board. It was bad into Zoo, and I'm not counting Calibrated Blast. It's not a real deck. But aside from Zoo, it was clearly very strong in each of these other matchups. It's an interesting time. I guess it's okay into Necro. It was enough for them to Thoughtseize it away. All right, they do have some kind of an accelerant Ruby Medallion. Okay, that's not one we can interact with. Let's just try to go as fast as possible. I'm not going to say no to drawing the big man here. We have the haste enabler. We'll see. All right, yeah, just a million bolts. I mean, do what we can. If they can kill us this turn, they can kill us this turn. If not, if they take 1 damage from anything. Okay, double Manamorphose. That's a lot of gas. They might just be able to do it here. Let's see. We are a turn slow on this. They have a land drop left. Fast in Flames probably means they get here. There's the land. Okay, if we get to untap, if we are not literally dead this turn, we have enough damage to kill them. That is a giant if. They have to have Past in Flames here. Okay, 4 cards in hand. Do you have a Past in Flames? Ral is not Past in Flames, but he could be big. Ren's, more looks. Let's see if they flip him. Okay, they are Flame of Ignoring in response to draw 2. That flips him. That lets them ult Ral, so we're almost definitely dead. Let's go see what happens. I can't imagine a universe in which we're not dead. There's Grape Shot. Yeah, this feels pretty dead. 9, 10. I mean, it's gonna come down to the oh, they just get to do it again. Yeah. You got it. Okay, well, we did have them literally dead the next turn, so, but that's it. I mean, Storm's fast. I can't really interact with the Ruby Medallion. Fatal Push is an interesting consideration here. I think I'm happy to just keep in. I mean, they didn't even need Past in Flames. I'll swap 1 Fatal Push in for the Spell Bomb. I still like Surgical. Surgical can pick their hand apart. Vortex would have stopped the Ral ult line, but it doesn't really stop anything else because they're not paying 0. And on the play, maybe I want Incinerator, but I mean, honestly, I want Eidolon, and I just don't have access to that. Let's try to go fast, guys. I will keep this. This is obviously not a guaranteed Incinerator, but the extraction is just barely enough. Let's just beg the land, beg for the land. And maybe I should be more disciplined, but like, you know, I'm here for content. Let's get you some content. And if I lose my last for a negative record on this brew deck, I'm not going to be too upset. Let's just hope beyond hope that we just hit that land. And if we don't, we also have turn 2 to or turn 3 rather to draw the land, and we can still just keep doing it. So like I think technically Arena of Glory is well, the triple Rift Bolt is a little awkward, right? Like that is a little slow. I will admit. So maybe that's the reason I ship this. This is a mulligan and not otherwise, but you know, we're gonna try our best. Our best sequence of draws here is land Eidolon. But we need a land to interact. I'm starting to think this is a really bad keep, actually, the more I look at this hand with the triple Rift Bolt. I think I just saw the possibility of Incinerator turn 2, and I was like, we gotta try. For 20 lands in my deck, I have really been incapable of finding hands with 2 lands in them this league. Okay, tap land's pretty cool. All right, land. Come on. You know you want it. Give it to me here. Any untapped land in the other deck. Oh, we're so good at Magic. We're so good at Magic. That's why they call me Chris Top Deck. I've never made that joke on this channel before somehow. They actually don't call me that because it never happens. But okay, so this is the problem. We're going to hope the Surgical's enough to bridge the gap here because we're going to have to spend next turn suspending 2 Rift Bolts, which is a lot of damage. Okay, there's the Medallion. And we are going to have to survive a turn here. Eidolon off the top. That's pretty good. That's not bad at all, actually. Okay, I would like to put you to 8. And let's see what we can get accomplished here. All right, you get the floor, man. I'm going to have to be really smart about where I point this. A braid doesn't do anything. Okay, I could hit an impulse here, but I think what I'm going to do is hit Pyretic Ritual in response. Let's see what they go for here. I'm going to hit Pyretic Ritual. Let's see what's in that hand. They can respond by casting another one if they have it. Okay, their hand is Ral and 2 Rals and a Valakut Awakening. That's not very good. Okay, anything interesting in here? Nope, not really. Okay, so we got 2 Rals and a Valakut Awakening. Let's see what they hit off of Seek the Beast. Now they can never hit another ritual. They hit another Reckless Impulse. So they can just play Ral here, and then they're out of everything. Reckless Impulse again with 1 mana floating. They have hit. Oh, they can Grape Shot. They can Grape Shot my Incinerator, but then I can just extract Grape Shot, and it makes winning the game very hard for them. What a tricky little spot. I wonder what they do. Like, genuinely, do they just play Ral? I love just playing Ral because it super duper dies. I mean, they're dead if they don't kill Incinerator. Let's see if they think about it. Okay, they're choosing to do Grape Shot. Are they going to target me? Okay, they're going to target it. Okay. Yep. All of this makes sense. I know their hand exactly. These cards, some of them are going away soon. And then I'm pretty sure I just go ahead and extract Grape Shot while I'm at it. Obviously, they can Wish Up for 1, right? That's not the only one. But I'm going to get the other one out of their deck at least. So they have to find the copies of Wish now. And then I just need to rip a burn spell from the top. Like, literally any burn spell in my deck gets me there. Eidolon's a fine draw. 1, 2. Any burn spell in my deck. Good old Bolt Wave. All right, we secured it. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the positive record. Not bad. I mean, it was objectively kind of a crap league at the beginning. We hit a bad matchup, and then we hit a stupid deck that was honestly pretty close, but I just kind of kept a bad hand on that last one. I wouldn't expect to play against a bunch of Calibrated Blasts, though I will admit that they got some cute new toys for sure. But we were able to turn it back around and rally into a 3-2. I promise 3-2s are not the only result I get, though famously, for me at least, I tend to average that 3-2 record every single time I play Incinerator specifically. I just seem to be addicted to getting those 3-2s over and over with them. This is an interesting deck. I think I want to make some changes maybe, but I think there's something here. Clearly it's pretty powerful, though obviously we struggled against Zoo. I'm probably going to put Wear Tear. Just out of respect for that match. Let's go back to the deck list real quick. Okay, so how did we feel about all these choices? Proctor never really came up. Obviously, if we had hit Titan, it would have been important to have. Skullcrack was important in a couple of the matchups. Eidolon would have actually been even better. I'm really tempted to add. I really think this card belongs in the deck right now, and I'm not exactly sure what that means. If I want to be moving a Skullcrack away to the sideboard, or what. Like, we just don't have very much life gain hate, but maybe the idea is that you don't need it. I don't know. But at the same time, scary stuff, like, there was clearly some life gain in these matchups. I don't know. That's something that I'm considering. The mana base is tricky. Like, obviously, you want as many fetches as possible to turn on these iridescent Vine Lesher combos with Chandra's Incinerator, which we like saw came up multiple times. But man, that is a painful ass mana base. Like, is there some consideration for turning a Sacred Foundry into a basic mountain that like lowers our total white count, which isn't very good post board? It makes us like have to find that fetch to be able to get access to it. But like, man, I really was just begging for a pain-free source, whether that is like maybe like replace a Sacred Foundry with Elegant Parlor. Even though it's a tapped land, it's a surveil land. We can at least fetch that if we need it. It's so painful, and that really does come up in a lot of these matchups. Like, the games are fast, but it ends up mattering. This is an interesting build. I'm very curious about it moving forward. I was really impressed with the Iridescent Vine Lasher. We got to do the Boros Charm Vine Lasher thing for Incinerator. That was really cool. I'm not missing the creatures very much. There might have been some games where they would have been good, but I think we were able to apply decent amount of pressure without Guide and Swift Spear. So I originally considered having Swift Spear in this build as like these 4 slots. But honestly, Vine Lasher was the all-star here. It really just is like, do I want to work on this mana base? Do I want to make it maybe a little bit less painful, but that lowers the viability of having access to my colors, which I mostly got with my 12 fetches. Like, sometimes Arena of Glory would cut me off of one of them, but mostly I had access to my colors. So just some thoughts. I like my sideboard choices for the most part. I could totally see us cutting Proctor and just trying to put some extra cards in here. I could totally see us putting Wear Tear in this Smash slot if we're going to be running into Leyline Scion shit. That helps the Titan matchup a little bit as well. Decently happy with this graveyard spread. Never ran into energy. I like having access to Fatal Push. Pest Control, mostly for energy also, or like Affinity, didn't really come up. Vortex is the effect that I think I want more of, especially if I'm only on 2 Eidolon main. Just some choices. We're really struggling with slots here. But yeah, what I am interested in, honestly, after this league, haven't been seeing as much energy, both in some results on challenges and just in general. And if energy is maybe on the downtick a little bit, then I'm a little bit more interested in just my old good old fashioned regular ass burn deck. Maybe it's time to dust this bad boy off, though I think I would be doing this instead. Just try to see how this goes for me instead. Maybe that'll be my next video. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Glad we salvaged that one. I'm still interested in testing these Incinerator builds. They're cool. All right, thanks for watching.